Crochet Bags and Totes is my 17th publication, and it includes 10 fresh, modern, and fun patterns you're going to love to make and you're going to look forward to using every day. This collection is for crocheters who like quick crochet projects that don't use a lot of yarn, designs that are fun to make, and patterns that create something that you're actually going to use. From a backpack to a drawstring crossbody, slouchy market bags, and classic totes, there's a great design in here for every style and crochet skill level. Each design is made exclusively with easy to find yarns from Yarnspirations like Handicrafter and Peaches Crème. So getting started on every project in this collection is going to be really easy. Patterns are simple enough for new crocheters to follow along, and some have complexities that will keep even the most experienced crocheters really interested. So whether you're going to the pool, running errands, or just looking for your next project, there is a crochet bag in this collection that you'll love to make and actually use any time of the year. I've published more than 500 crochet patterns over the years, and one of my favorite things to make is a crochet bag. What makes these projects so exciting to me is that they use very little yarn, they don't take a lot of time, they help me practice new skills and techniques, and I get to create a beautiful thing that I can actually use when I'm done. And these are all things that most crocheters are excited about. This collection includes patterns that are trendy right now, yes, but they include classic shapes, stitches, fabrics, colors, and designs that can also be timeless. Crochet Bags and Totes is special because it truly is a collection that you're going to add to your home library and turn to again and again. You can get your very own copy of Crochet Bags and Totes anywhere books are sold. And if you want to give this book a try before you buy it, you can ask your local library to order a copy for you today. If you've never made a crochet backpack before, this is the perfect one to start with. This is worked from the bottom up in continuous unjoined rounds, and it uses a mix of single crochet stitches and chain stitches for this open net-like fabric. So my favorite part is the straps because they're built right into the base of the backpack with long chain stitches that create these adjustable straps and drawstring closure. Clever, right? This is made with just 2 skeins of Caron all-day cotton in the color golden. Everyone loves a go-to bag. This one is worked from the bottom up in joined rounds, starting with sturdy half double stitches for a really sturdy base. Then this bag opens up with roomy fan stitches that add a lot of space and creates this soft ripple effect from the bottom up. A few rows of shaping are added up here at the top to give this crochet bag this tapered top edge. And it has really long handles added last for this comfortable fit on the shoulders. This is made with just 1 cone of Lily Sugar and Cream in the color warm brown. This tote is made with just 2 pieces of fabric using corner-to-corner crochet technique. First, you're going to use the corner-to-corner technique to create the sides and the handle section all in one solid piece. Then you're going to create this classic corner-to-corner square, and it's going to form the bottom center of the bag. Then finish this tote with this contrasting color border and join the pieces with really simple single crochet and chain stitches. The best part is using a classic granny stitch pattern that's really fun and easy to memorize as you go. This is made with just 2 skeins of Maker in the colors Cream and Fawn. The base of this tote was so fun that I couldn't resist using it twice in this collection. You can look for it again in the 2-tone tote. So the main fabric in this pattern uses a filet crochet stitch, which is just a simple combination of double crochet and chain stitches that create this light and airy open fabric. This is worked from the bottom up in joined rounds, and this is a very simple and satisfying make. This is made with just 1 skein of Maker in the color Fawn. If you like a classic granny square, you're gonna love this bag. This design is worked from the bottom up in 1 continuous piece, starting with a classic granny square motif. Once you create that flat tote base using the granny square, you're going to decrease along the sides while still increasing in the corners. And this complex shaping method is going to form the sides of the bag while continuing that classic granny stitch and transforming it into chevron fabric. This was made using 1 cake of Caron Colorama Bamboo Blend, which has been discontinued, but Lily Sugar and Cream in the color Sage is going to be a fantastic alternative. I think the granny stitch is a true crochet classic and one of my favorite types of fabric to make. This tote gives that classic granny stitch fabric a really modern twist because I'm using bulky yarn in this clean neutral color. So as you work from the bottom up in joined rounds, make sure you're paying careful attention to turn where indicated because that's going to give you this straight seam that's only on one side. This is made with just 1 skein of Maker in the color Cream. This crossbody might be a small project, but it's just right for your everyday essentials. The solid fabric in the base is made with just single crochet stitches, and it works perfectly with the self-striping yarn because it makes every row of stitches pop with a new color. This long drawstring strap is adjustable, so you can wear the bag as a crossbody, or you can tie it shorter to sling it over just one shoulder. This is made with 1 skein of Handicrafter cotton ombre in the color Queen Anne's lace. If complicated increases and decreases are not your favorite thing, this tote is right up your alley. This tote is started by chaining the width of the bag, then working rows of single crochet to form a rectangular bottom. Then you're going to build up the sides of the bag with really simple repeating combinations of double crochet stitches and chain spaces for a fabric that is both strong and really flexible. The subtle flecks in this yarn add just a tiny splash of color that adds some depth to this really clean and simple design. This is made with 1 cone of Peaches and Cream Original in the color Panorama. A hexagon makes a surprisingly simple shape for a crochet tote. Just make 2 simple hexagon motifs. We're going to seam them together along 1/2 to form the base of the bag, and then leave the other half open so that we can add the straps. Once this tote is stitched together, the handles are added last to finish it off. And this is a really simple design with lots of elements to help build crochet skills. It was made with 2 skeins of Simply Me in the color Caramel Heather. This crochet tote starts off just like the Filet Market tote, but the sides are worked using a completely different stitch fabric. This is the classic V stitches made with double crochet. So each row is going to be worked right between the previous V stitches to create this really dense textured fabric that looks great and feels really sturdy. This really simple stitch pattern lets the contrasting 2-tone colors really shine, giving this easy to make design a modern feel. This is made with 1 cone of Lily Sugar and Cream in the color Bamboo, and then 1 skein of Lily Sugar and Cream supersized solid in the color Ecru. When it comes to crochet bags that are going to last, the right yarn is going to make all the difference. That's why I love using natural fibers like cotton and bamboo and blends that include acrylic and nylon. A sturdy yarn strand is going to make a sturdy stitch, which is going to create a sturdy crochet fabric. So you can absolutely substitute yarns for your crochet bag patterns in this collection, but just make sure that your yarn substitute is going to be strong enough for the job. Here's a simple test I use when choosing yarn for bags. Try breaking the yarn in your hands. If it snaps easily, it may not be strong enough to crochet a bag, but if it's really difficult to break, like this cotton yarn, it's usually a good sign that it's going to make a sturdy crochet tote. When you're making a crochet bag for yourself, choose colors that you like. Everyone has different likes and dislikes, so you can follow your gut here. With that being said, if you're curious about how I chose colors for the bags in this collection, I follow one simple guideline. So the more complex the stitch pattern is, the simpler the color choice should be. When a stitch pattern has a lot of texture, a lot of shaping or visual interest, then the crochet fabric is already doing a lot of hard work. So keeping the colors simple is going to allow the complexities in your your fabric to stand out without competing for attention. On the other hand, the simpler the stitch pattern, the more bold you can be with color. When the crochet fabric itself is fairly simple, you can add stripes, speckles, color blocking, or even bold color combinations that enhance the overall design. In this collection, I chose to use mostly solid colors to really highlight each design. So for example, the two colors in the corner to corner granny stitch taupe really helps to show the construction of the bag. Color blocks in the two-tone tote help to really break up a basic fabric to add more interest. And long color stripes in the Handicrafter crossbody help to break up those really simple stitches. Speckled flecks of color in the Peaches and Cream tote just add depth to an otherwise basic pattern. Of course, these are just my simple guidelines. They're not rules. So experiment with your yarn choices, go with your instincts, and choose the colors that bring you the most joy. This collection is designed for crocheters who already know how to crochet and are comfortable with reading crochet patterns and using basic crochet stitches. If you want to learn how to crochet, you'll need to have a few basic skills before picking up this book. And I recommend you start with our How to Crochet for Beginners resources. These crochet bag patterns include various skills for every level of crocheter. Beginners who understand the basics can start with the Filet Market tote, Peaches and Cream tote, and two-tone tote to practice simple instructions and easy repeats. If you're comfortable with basics and looking to advance your skills, the all-day backpack, big brown bag, and granny stitch tote are great projects to try. And if you're an experienced crocheter looking for an exciting challenge, you're going to love the corner-to-corner granny stitch tote, granny square chevron tote, and simple hexagon tote. Crochet is a type of fabric just like a purse or a reusable grocery bag, but even the strongest crochet bag has its limitations. So while some crochet bags are surprisingly durable, repeated heavy loads will eventually stretch out and ruin even the strongest crochet fabric. So before taking your new crochet bag out for the day, give it a trial run at home. Load it with the types of items that you plan to carry and see how it holds up. This simple test at home is going to help to identify stretching, your level of comfort, and just the overall capacity of your bag before relying on it when you're away from home. Not all stitches are equal, especially when it comes to projects like crochet bags. So really dense stitch patterns can create stronger, more supportive fabric, and open stitch patterns can create loose, more flexible fabric. Some of my favorite stitches for crochet bags are the single crochet, like the base of the Handicrafter crossbody, really solid stitch patterns like the Peaches and Cream tote and the simple hexagon tote, granny stitch like the corner to corner granny stitch tote, granny square chevron tote, and granny stitch tote. V-stitch like in the two-tone tote, filet and the Filet Market tote, and fans like you see in the big brown bag. Stitch patterns that are open with lots of holes can certainly be beautiful, but they might work best as light carry decorative bags rather than carry all bags. And the all-day backpack is a great example of this. When it comes to crochet bags, dense fabric equals durability. That's why I recommend using the smallest hook size that comfortably works with your yarn. A smaller hook is going to create tighter stitches, and that's going to result in less stretching, more structure, and better shape retention, more durability. Your stitches are the foundation of your crochet fabric and the bag that you make. So the stronger and denser that foundation is, the longer your bag is going to maintain its shape. If your stitches or crochet fabric feel loose, you can try going down a hook size as long as you can still comfortably crochet without discomfort or pain. A lot of people ask if they should line their crochet bag, and I think that's entirely up to you. A fabric lining can certainly become the inside structure of your crochet bag, holding the weight on the inside so your crochet bag just looks pretty on the outside. So if you're comfortable with sewing, following a separate pattern to create a lining for your crochet bag is something that you can try. But you don't have to go through the trouble of creating and sewing a lining. So when I have items that I don't want to slip through crochet fabric, or I simply want to tidy up my contents, I'll use various drawstring or zipper closer bags that I'll then put into my crochet bag. I'm celebrating the release of Crochet Bags and Totes with a special giveaway featuring signed books and enough yarn to make your favorite projects in this collection. You can read the full details and find the entry form in this article. If you have any questions about crochet bags or totes, please post them below. I can't wait to see them. Peace, love, crochet, everyone. Enjoy!